Hello and welcome to this quick section. Here we are continuing our cycles on the left side since 2017, and we haven't adjusted the pivot point where these cycles are starting from yet. By 24, that is the expectation because there is a major event which we will start seeing in 24-25. So now these cycles are looking at from New York where the energies are showing up in terms of time. Without cycles, it's very hard to predict the time and the price, and potentially also trying to merge where the time and price will collide. At this point, we're discussing the turning points in the system based on the collision of various energy points as we all get impacted. And the easy way to understand is the impact of moon and the moon phases and the ocean and its water, and human body is 75-80% water. Earth is around 75-80% water, right? So the impacts of these higher G forces are visible not only in individual human being and also in the masses who are gathered together to trade through global consciousness. In several civilizations, they have been called as Akashic record, Shiva consciousness, Christ consciousness. These are nothing more than the energy zone wrapping the planet around. When the soul is born, he travels through various energy footprints and he lands on Earth. So there is massive evidence that these energies are very profound in our existence, and then nothing more can be further from the truth when Mr. Tesla, based on his work, all this work is based on. Tesla said 369. If you know the secret of 369, what is that 369? Right? Is he would do some things in his mind. He would talk to higher dimension, higher energies, knowingly or unknowingly, right? So this is all there is. We're not getting into any philosophical discussions here. So if you know, looking at what these lines are these sine waves, cos waves, of what, which is very complicated. And how we want to use is very simple. The way, if you have seen the last year's video, same thing happened. Now, on the right side is the actual price chart. So what we're looking for is turning points. It is not giving us the direction, as I stated last year also, where the market is going to go. We have very fast frequencies. These are tuned as 15 days, 1 month cycles, as you see. And that's kind of funny. Month end and mid, they may have some little offsets as time progresses, but you can see they all aligned with mid-month and end of the month, kind of close to that. And why we have two cycles, the white ones, one is cosine, causal factor, and one is sine. Cosine is a trigonometric function which is used, which can tell you plus and minus 180 degree offset from the center very effectively. And most of the statistical biases are based on cosine matrices. Let's not get into that. Simple idea is simple, right? So when I'm looking at, is market going to do some turn, I look at the shorter cycles and I also look at the bigger cycles where the big waves will be created. All right, so that's all there is. So collisions, so let's look at the collisions where we have overlap. And I will put some dates in a notepad and I will finally put it here, plot it here. So let's go through this together. Since you have seen the previous video, so let's start from November. If you can see here, when I say collision, look at this multiple waves crossing each other. So this is where it crossed. So it gives you a rough idea, okay, November 10th, something is going to happen. And then if you see here, these two are also crossing. So around November 7th to 10th, we should expect some turn happen. It doesn't tell you which direction. This is where we take help of the oscillators. And we have our own homegrown oscillator here, which has 70 different functions attached to it in the middle, 10 different non-causal, non-correlated events are here. For example, there's a Ichimoku cloud there, there's rate of change there, momentum is there, MACD is there, stochastic is there. There are 5 more, right? So you got the idea. Whatever is suitable for you, that should be the last stage. All the patterns and breakouts and flags and W patterns, there are 100 patterns, right? But you should know where the blast is coming first. Big money is made on daily charts and holding it for $30, $40 moves. We pick Teslas and Amazons and AMDs for hold it for a couple of months and get all the big moves with potentially low risk, lowest risk. So that is the key. This model is based on, and this is where you can put some value into your own trading. So you can see here at 7th to 10th, we were right here. Market was going down. We know the wave is going to come and move it very fast. And it moved to almost like 350 points, $30 in S&P, right? 350 points in SPX. Okay. So that is how this one you can just see. Okay, I think we have a collaboration between the two. So that was this point. Next game. Now you can just see this. You just cannot say, hey, this is going to be high, low. This is not telling anything with the market. It is telling the energy shifts. Very, very important. It's not, it may totally sync up with market highs and lows, or it may totally be opposite of it. So that is where our technical analysis comes into picture. Okay. What is the next collision we had? Next collision we have is right here. See that? Bunch of them collided together. At least 3 of them came together. And look on the right side where we are, we end of December. And also, this wave is also there, right? So if you buy an option, market came down into this, buy an option, hold it, and you got this whole rally. And I think if you had watched my last video, I said market cycles are going to turn. It didn't tell you. I told you since we came down into it, we also have other pinpointing events which can predict the day also. But we have to build evidence from the very high level of energy sequencing first. All right, so we had a big rise all the way. Rise, rise, rise. Rise is still going on. So this is how it is, right? Okay, that also worked out. Next came this guy. Now this energy came at the same time, and it was January 10th. Right? So January 10th, that day, we had a small move one day, but ultimately what we do is, okay, if my 3 energies come together, this was saying energy is coming, this is also saying energy is coming. It rose 250 points. It dropped few, 50 points. Yeah, not much, but energy was there, right? So we cannot tell you the amplitude of the move either, not with this model. Okay. So now you're expecting, okay, maybe if you look at this shorter wave, right? Shorter wave is saying something is going to happen here as well. Here also it tells me. So let me, I don't want to touch this because it'll compile the whole thing again, unfortunately. So based on this, I'm going to talk about few things next few months. So you got the idea how this is used. Okay, so based on that, February 16th, we look at these waves, right? Around for February 14th and around 16, 14, 15, 16, we are expecting some shift in energy. Now it could go up all the way till March 9. Now if we go with that logic, if it goes up all the way 9, so it should be turned on March 7th, should be turned on March 24th area of 2 days because it could be one of these waves. April 12th, April, May 2nd, right? May 24th area, June 29th an area, and then 27th area, you got the idea. On a shorter frequencies. I will put these dates, right? So right now. So what we do is let's start with the bigger ones. These are the big clashes first. So this is a clash on 17th. So let me put that date here. February 17th. To 2021 area. So just I'll put the ranges there for now because you don't have the other follow-up tools. So to understand what's really going on, I'll just say, right. So let's time range, right? Okay. Look out for reversals. If it goes down big next 4 days into this date, it'll go up. If it's going up, it'll go down, right? So that's the philosophy we are after. Okay, so let's move forward. We'll just put some dates and revise it, not to waste everybody's time effectively for hours. So here we are. So that is that. Next one we're expecting. Now see this wave. I'm just looking at the intersections. Two intersections, and this is also turning at this point. So we're looking at March 8, 9, 10 area. Okay, I'll just put that there. Okay, March 8, oops, 08 to 10. All right, that's all I did when I did the last time. And I just told you it will be going this or totally opposite of this, and it worked out. It failed. So now what we do after this, we do the interactions between the moon interactions to even qualify it further. For intraday, every pivot, if you want to pick, you have to use moon energies, right? We go from very big cycles to zone into small cycles to zone into a day and zone into every pivot inside the day, right? There's a lot of analysis we have in the models. But anyways, so let's move forward. After this is going on, what did we say here? We said March 17th. Yeah, so this is 2 days. One is clashing here on 9th, other one is clashing on 14th, and there's other clash coming up after that around March 22, 23. So let's put that also there. Can we get better? Yes, we can get a lot better, but not in public domain, not like this. Anyways, right? So anyway, let's keep going. I'm motivating you to do your research beyond. All right, so this one is, I think, again, crashing. 31st. So 22nd is there, and then we have something on April 4th, and we have something on 31st. So let's put 31st, April 4th. Watch out for this. So once we get there, April, if you look at the bottom one, April 4th and 6th, if we get there, it might start turning down into a May area. There's a lot of cluster of things, chaos. It could be chaos of 2020, God knows. We'll see, right? We are projecting it, and that's why we go down to the intraday level eventually where we have targets. Okay, so, but these are the ones where we want to trade options, and we can hedge it from day one, right? We can hedge it. So March 31st. Let me look a little bit further. I'm just doing it live in front of everybody right now. So, okay, and then we have this again 31st to 4th time frame. And then we also have April 17th. Okay. So I'll put like, I'm looking at 3 waves on the bottom. Let's put April 5, 6. Okay. And then we put, let's put it April 5, 6. What's going to happen? And then we have, well, this is quite a bit of cluster. This is going to be something big. April, mid-April, I would say. Triple witching may happen, a lot of things may happen, but ultimately we are looking at energy model, right? So April 14, 15. Okay, so let's put some date here, ranges. '14 to 17 range, okay. All right. Let's put maybe one more. May is also coming, end of April. There's a lot of cluster of cycles. April 21st, 27th. Let's put more dates on April. 21st. Let's put a range 24th to 26 area. Okay, 24th to 26. That's good enough. Then we're looking at June. How about in May? May 5th. Turns are coming. Cycles are unleashing some energy. 3 of them cluster. So May 5th. Let's put some May 5th for now. Okay. All right. So May 5th. Okay. All right. So let's play with this for now and stop here, and then we will revisit. So now, how did we draw up and down, up and down? That's it. These are the dates. So if market has gone up, it's just now what I have to do is very simple. I can just say, okay, if the cycles are carried over like this, just project up and down, up and down. And then regarding how far up and how far down, that's a different model. You have to look at multi-years of amplitudes and do some more energy mapping and now overlap the price. It's a lot of work. Let's start here for now. And if you can do hedged trading, you should know what that really means. You can think in terms of maybe buying a straddle or a strangle, right? 3 months out, and one side takes off. Now, depending on the VIX and volatility, we make adjustment to these across months and across deltas. That is all pretty straightforward. You can get it on the internet. How do you do effectively the hedged scenarios? And if you can do option and futures together, that's what we do. It's also a way to hedge it. Ultimately, it's all data management. And if you can get rid of the volatility on one side or one leg of the equation, then you're in good shape effectively. But it's good to do when you're expecting a big move. All right, so once that is all done, obviously we are looking at the intraday daily cycles, right? 2 day swings up, 2 day swings down, 2 day swings up. And these, I think we are trying to put some posts on Twitter, getting people used to a new way of thinking things. All right, so last one I think we can add this June 2nd, June 20, June 2nd and June 22nd. Let's put that also. Just okay. Let's put it separately. These are ranges, so now let's put it June 22nd. So I think that's good enough to see what's going on. Now you have the dates. You can put vertical lines on the areas or the boxes, something like this, and say, hey, this is my box. It's just giving an idea. If I can plot it. So this is the box, for example, right? The date ranges we have. This is the box. And this is the box. I gave you the date ranges. Now there are only two probabilities. Market will go here like this and like this, or it will go like this. Oops. Go like this and like this. That's what we are saying. So just draw one cycle and see there it will follow this path or this other path. So that's the homework. And I think I showed that in the 2023 video how I did it, and I also very clearly said it. It will follow this path or completely opposite of this path, right? And this is where we have yearly cycles confined into weekly cycles, into 2-3 day cycles. And this is how we are building our forecasting, and accuracy is very high for a reason, because a lot of work has gone into cycling these ideas, being a quant engineer, right? So rest, why cosine, why this, what is this? Just think about it, what NASA is doing when they leave the planet. They know all the energies, they know all the locations. That's all we are doing. We're just using the NASA software to generate the data and plot it. And we do our own mathematics between the distance between the bodies. And we are doing some cosine evaluations for statistical reasons. Okay, so I think this is it. We will put it on and plot it on Twitter right now. And we go from there. I'll just put it here. Oops. I think you know what I will do? I'll just put this like this. And there we go. And I will take a picture of it and I will push it on our free, always free philosophy channel.